So you're about to go for a job interview for a high-paying, six-figure salary finance job, and you're not sure how to prepare for the interview. In this video, I'll be going through the top 3 questions that tend to occur within job interviews for finance, so stay tuned to learn more. Question number 1, tell me about yourself and your background in finance. Now, this should be an easy opener question for you. You should definitely be able to prepare for this just by looking through your CV and anticipating this question. In this question, you have an opportunity to provide relevant information that is relevant to your interest in finance, maybe education, studying economics, finance, accounting, things like that. Any relevant work experience you have, working in an internship, a spring week, working for maybe a small accounting firm, and any skills you've developed in finance through your education or professional qualifications. Maybe you did a professional finance certificate in derivatives, securities, and so on. It's an opportunity for you to highlight your key achievements, your qualifications, and your career motivations, like what's motivating you in your career. For example, maybe it's a particular area of finance you're interested in, working as part of hedge funds and understanding their investment strategies and serving clients in the best way possible. And talk about things about making all your background in finance, everything about you relevant to how you're a strong fit for the role. So it doesn't have to be just finance knowledge and finance technical skills. It could be soft skills. Maybe you have experience presenting things at university, doing presentations, organizing conferences, organizing client meetings in previous work experiences. So all these type of things are good skills to mention, technical and soft skills in that first question. Tell me about yourself and your background in finance. Now, question number 2, which is similar to that, how do you stay informed about financial markets and industry trends? Now, in this question, you're demonstrating commercial awareness. Commercial awareness is a type of interview question where they want to see how aware are you of the industry that you're applying for, how aware are you of current industry trends, any big news that's going on in the finance industry right now. So, for example, you would mention that you're interested in and committed to staying up to date with current developments in the finance industry. You could talk about how you read, as I say, financial publications. If you're at university, you'll have access to economic journals. You can talk about reading those. How you see the current market events, market announcements, whether it's, Tesla, Goldman Sachs, agricultural companies mentioning how much profit they're making and their growth strategies. Which industry sector do you think is going to grow most in this year, for example? Do you think gold, oil, commodities are going to do well this year? Or do you think investing in tech stocks is going to do well this year? So this is the type of engagement you have to have for this question, not just simply, I read the finance news. What's your view on interest rate rises? How do you think that's going to play out this year? Do you think interest rates are going to rise? And if they do rise, how will that impact the stock market? How will that impact an investment strategy? These are all good things for you to be able to explain. Now, the third and final question is, can you provide an example of dealing with challenging financial problems you've encountered in previous roles, or financial issues you've managed to resolve? And how did you approach it? How did you resolve it? So let's talk about that now. Now, this question is where you have an opportunity to demonstrate your problem-solving skills. Now, your analytical abilities and practical abilities to deal with real-world challenging financial scenarios. So you can think about things like perhaps how you dealt with a personal financial issue. If you have a lack of experience, maybe you can talk about budgeting effectively, personal finance and investing in some index funds, stocks, ETFs, some physical commodities such as gold and things like that. You could, if you have more experience, which most of you will probably have at your spring week, at your internship, early on in your career, what you could do is mention a big financial issue that you resolve for a client, help them engage in financial planning for the longer term, deal with a challenging short-term financial issue, maybe a cash flow issue with a client you're working with. These are all important things you can mention, and you could demonstrate step by step. Firstly, this was the issue that they have, the problem. They had a cash flow issue. Secondly, how you provided a range of different solutions to the client. And then number 3, you'd explain the outcome of how you went from problem, potential solutions, the final solution, and how this helped resolve the issue overall for the client and help the company you're working for to develop a stronger relationship with that client. So just to finish up here, if you're going for your next finance job interview, there are 3 questions that are very easy for you to prepare for, that you should be fully prepared for. Number 1, tell me about yourself and your background in finance. Number 2, how do you stay informed about financial markets and industry trends? And number 3, can you provide me an example of a challenging financial problem you dealt with? How did you deal with it? How did you resolve it? So 3 simple questions, easy to prepare for now you've got this explanation. Feel free to check out the 2 free videos on your screen right now, the free ebook in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.